Good morning, class. Welcome to our subject, Technology and Livelihood Education. So we are now in the third quarter, Module 1, with the title, Safety Precautions. So what you need to know in this topic. After going through this module, you are expected to follow OHS procedure in planning and preparing diagnosis of computer system errors. Number one, you are able to define personal protective equipment. Number two, you will be able to enumerate and explain the different types of PPE and enumerate and state the functions of different tools and equipment under each type of PPE. So, tatlo ang ina-expect sa aton or sa inyo after reading or after this module. So, what I know or what you know. So, this time we will have a free test about this topic. So, i-test ang inyong prior knowledge kung kabalo na kamo about sa aton nga topic. So, read each item carefully. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. Okay, ready? Number 1. It is any device which reduces, diminishes, or otherwise inhibits electrostatic discharge or ESD. A. Power surge protector. B. Anti-static device. C. Personal equipment. Number 2. It is a device used to safely ground a person while working on a very sensitive electronic equipment. A. Anti-static wrist strap. B. Anti-static bag. C. Anti-static mat. What is your answer? Number 3. This is used to store or transfer electronic components which may be prone to damage caused by ESD. A. Anti-static wrist strap. B. Anti-static bag. C. Anti-static mat. Number 4. This is a device designed to protect electrical devices from voltage spikes. A. Power surge protector. B. Anti-static device. C. Personal equipment. Okay, number 5. It is an electrical apparatus which provides emergency power to a load. A. AVR. B. UPS. C. ESD. Okay, number 6. These are used in tightening or loosening screws. A. Screwdrivers. B. Pliers. C. Paintbrush. So this is used to remove dust from tight areas. A. Screwdrivers. B. Pliers. C. Paintbrush. So it is used for sucking small items and removing dust from hard to reach areas by blowing out air on them. A. Compressed air. B. Pliers and tweezers. C. Handheld vacuum. These are used for holding or clamping small items such as screws or circuits and reaching tight areas inside computer hardware. A. Compressed air. B. Pliers and tweezers. C. Handheld vacuum. It is the preferred method for removing dust and dirt from sensitive electronics and computer parts. A. Compressed air. B. Pliers and tweezers. C. Handheld vacuum. So, check your answer using the key to corrections. So, were you able to get all the correct answers? If yes, then that means you already know much about our topic in this module. If not, it is alright because that means you will learn something new from this module. Lesson 1, Safety Precautions. So this is our topic for this week, the module 1. Safety precautions in the diagnosis and configuration of computers include the proper safety gear or tools and equipment you need to prepare before doing a job. This means that you should know the personal protective equipment you need to have before starting work. So dapat kabalo kita kung ano nga mga personal protective ang aton gamiton before starting aton nga sang aton nga obra. So in this module, so you will learn all about personal protective equipment and its importance in working with computers. So dapat sa sining module, may baluan naton kung ano ang kaimportante sang PPE or personal protective equipment. So what is in? So before we proceed to our topic, let us look back at the previous lesson. This will test if you remember what you learned about the lesson you have finished. So diri naton mabalaan kung madumduman ta naton ang previous naton nga lesson. Okay, activity number 1. Am I true? Am I false? Write true if the statement states a fact and false if not. So write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. Number 1. When attaching cables never force a connection. Number 2. Values instruct the computer on how to perform a number of basic functions such as booting and keyboard control. True or false? Number 3. The external visual inspection consists of quick inspection of the interior of the computer. True or false? Test management tools help detect and correct these errors. True or false? Number 5. The most basic test is to switch the system on to check it starts without errors. So to try to check your answers from the key to corrections. So did you get them all correct? So good job. So we are now in activity number 2, unscramble us. So unscramble the set of letters below to form words related to the lesson. So i-unscramble nyo and then form a words related sa aton nga topic. So are you finished? Okay. So check your answer using the key to corrections. So we're able to decode all of them. So well done. So let us now proceed to our discussion. So what is it? What is PPE? So what is the meaning of the PPE class? Anyone? Okay. PPE is personal protective equipment, includes protective apparel, helmets, goggles, or other attires, or equipment designed as defense of the wearer's body from injury or infections. So the hazards addressed by personal protective equipment include physical, electrical, heat, chemicals, biohazards, and airborne particulate matter. So isa ini ka protection sa aton lawas during sa aton nga pagdo a certain job. There are 3 types of personal protective equipment. These are: number 1, the anti-static devices. Number 2, the power source protectors. Number 3, the personal equipment. So what is an anti-static devices? So an anti-static device is any device which reduces, diminishes, or otherwise inhibits electrostatic discharge, or ESD. Electrostatic discharge is the accumulation or discharge of static electricity. ESD can damage electrical components and even ignite flammable liquids and gases. So the example of the anti-static devices, the number 1 is the anti-static wrist strap. So what is the function of the anti-static wrist strap? An anti-static wrist strap, also known as ASD wrist strap or ground bracelet, is a device used to safely ground a person while working on a very sensitive electronic equipment to prevent the accumulation of static electricity on their body, which can result in ASD, which may lead to electric shock. So kinahanglan if you are a technician or a computer technician, dapat you have to use the electro or the anti-static wrist strap to prevent the electric shock. It's because our body has a static electricity, which nga makakontak ka sa mga components, there's a tendency nga makakanda ka sa electricity, so there's a chance nga makuryente ka. So the number 2 device is an anti-static mat. So what is the function of the anti-static mat? So an anti-static floor mat, also known as SD mats, or electrically static dissipative mats or ground mat, is a device designed to help eliminate static electricity. It can maintain a controlled low resistance. It helps prevent damage on sensitive electronic equipment and ignition of explosive chemicals by dissipating or driving away any electrical discharge before it can harm the item. So dako gid ang bulig sini nga mat nga ma-prevent nga guba ang aton nga mga component. It's because ang area or ang place nga sample ang lamisa, so may ara sila nga ginatawag naton nga static electricity, which nga makontak sa aton component, it will cause ground and then masunog ang aton nga mga component. Another one, the anti-static bag. This is used to store or transfer electronic components which may be prone to damage caused by ESD. So an anti-static bag is specially designed to protect sensitive electrical components from interacting with static electricity. It is made of plastic polyethylene terephthalate. So I know nga ang iban sinyo nakakita na sini di anti-static bag. For those nga wala pa nakita, so makita ninyo sa picture ang anti-static bag to prevent components from the damage caused by the ESD. So another one, anti-static device, the antistatic spray. Antistatic spray is a liquid used to eliminate static electricity to prevent static cling. However, it cannot be used on a certain equipment such as some monitor or screen. Okay, let's proceed to the power source protectors. Ano naman ni siya? What are the functions of the power source protectors? So, by the way, what is a power source? A power source protector is a device designed to protect electrical devices from voltage spikes. They are designed to prevent sudden power surge from intermittent power sources. A surge protector attempts to limit the power supply to an electric device by either stalling or shorting to ground any unwanted voltages above a safe threshold. Example of power source protectors. Number 1 is the EVR. So are you familiar with this class? So ang iban siguro nakita na sang EVR, usually aran asa sa mga computer shop nga ginagamit nila to control or to regulate the current nga gasulod sa ilang balay. So the EVR or the auto voltage regulator is a solid-state electronic device used to automatically maintain generator output terminal voltage at an established value. Excuse. As the generator load or operating temperature changes, the EVR will try and regulate the voltage of the power. Let's say, for example, ang aton computer, the standard voltage nga needs ang computer is 220 volts. So, since nga aton electricity is not stable, mara time nga taas ang power nga sulod sa aton balay, instead of 220 galambot siya tag 240 to 50. So, which is delikado sa aton mga appliances. Kis aga ka sunog ang aton TV, computer. So by the use of the AVR, the voltage nga gasulod sa aton balay makontrol niya. Let's say for example ang need to 20, so ang i-release ni AVR, bisan dako ang gasulod sa aton balay or gamay man, ang i-release gid ni AVR is the 220 volt para nga ma-prevent ang damage sa aton nga mga appliance. Next one is the UPS. Is an electrical apparatus which provide emergency power to a load when the main power or input power source fails. So, ini naman niya ginagamit naman ni sa atong mga appliances. Kung ka-afford kita magbakal sini, nami gini siya baklon. Let's say for example, sa aton computer or laptop. So, may ara bi time nga gagulpi lang brand out. So, if you're using this device or this equipment or apparatus, so pag brand out, may standby ni sa class nga power. Let's say for example 5 minutes. So may time ka pa nga mag-shutdown sa imo nga computer or laptop. So kung wala kasi nga gamit, automatic patay imo appliances, dito is a tendency nga maguba ang aton computer, laptop. So advice gini siya class nga magamit kita sang UPS or ginatawag naton ini siya nga uninterrupted power supply. Okay, let's proceed to the personal equipment. So, small paintbrush. What is the function of small paintbrush? Usually, makita natin ini sa mga computer shop. So, this is used to remove dust from tight areas such as keyboard, keys, and the inside of the system unit. So, hindi man na madala huyop-huyop. So, kinala natin magamit sang paintbrush. Is the screwdriver. What is the use or what is the function of screwdriver? These are used to tightening or loosening screws from different parts of the computer hardware. Very important tools kinisa sa mga computer technician. Not only for computer technician but also for the electrical technician. Next is the pliers and tweezers. What is the function? Nga ari na di makonsider siya as personal equipment. These are used for holding or clamping small items such as screws or circuits and reaching tight areas inside computer hardware. So usually ginagamit natin pag kimpit. Kaya kung hindi malabot sa aton tudlo sa iyawan tako, there is a tendency madamage pa aton computer kung pilitin natin by the use of the tweezers, ng clip nga gamay. So sample na dagdag ang so sa dalom, so magamit natin tweezers para nga malabot natin ang so nga nadagdag. The other one is the compressed air. What is the function? So compressed air is combination of under pressure gases squeezed into a can. So compressed air is the preferred method for removing dust and dirt from sensitive electronic and computer parts. Excuse. So mo ginagamit sa mga sensitive parts, mga gagmay nagdipla nga mga parts sa aton computer. So we are using the compressed air to remove the dirt. Okay, sa mapabayan naton, may tendency pa nga makakos pa na siya nga magubang aton nga mga components. So you have another one is the handheld vacuum. What is the function? It is used for sucking small items and removing dust from hard to reach areas by blowing out air on them. So may tendency man sa kung kisa ginagamit naton pasuyop, may reverse kag may forward, isa may huyop kag suyop. So amo ni ginagamit naton ang hand vacuum sa mga computer. Okay, what's more? What's more pa? To check what you have learned from the discussion. So answer the following activity. So activity number 3, let's classify. Classify the following. Write E is for anti-static device, P is for power surge protectors, and PA for personal equipment. So you have to write your answer on your paper. Okay, ready? You can start. Okay, finish class. Okay, what you have learned from this lesson. So let us have a summary of what you have learned today. So let's proceed to our activity number 4. I fail you. So fill in the blank. So fill in the blanks with the appropriate words. Please write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. So number 1, the topic of this lesson is all about. Anong aton nga topic sa sini nga semana? All about what? Number 2, so you have learned through this lesson that ano natunan mo? So please explain or give a short answer or explanation. Number 3, the terms, ideas you found hard to understand are. So, ibutan nyo di or indicate sa inyong papel kung ano nga mga terms kag ideas nga nabudayan kamo mag insindi or just text me or message me sa messenger sa mga pamangkot nyo. Kung wala ka mo load, so isulat nyo lang kag i-indicate ninyo sa inyong answer sheet sa pag mag-submit na kamo, magbalik na kamo kay tagaan ta kamo feedback kung ano mga sabat sa inyong mga pamangkot. Number 4, so I hope you enjoyed learning the terms, ideas about ano nga mga learnings, ano nga mga terms ang it makes you nag-enjoy ka mo. So isulat nyo man da. And number 5, you are having difficulty with anong nabudlayan ninyo. Okay? So next, what you can do. So activity number 5, look for more. So using other resources such as textbooks or the internet, research at least 5 other PPS and indicate their functions or uses. Also identify if they are anti-static devices, power source, protectors, or power personal equipment. Do this in a separate sheet of paper. So let's proceed to our assessment or sa aton post-test. Read each item carefully. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Write your answers on your sheet of paper. Number 1. So sa pretest kagina na amo ning ginhatag naton so sa post-test amo man ni Japon. So number 1, it is any device which reduces, diminishes, or otherwise inhibits electrostatic discharge or ASD. A. Power source protector. B. Anti-static device. C. Personal equipment. It is a device used to safely ground a person while working on a very sensitive electronic equipment. A. Anti-static wrist strap. B. Anti-static bag. C. Anti-static mat. This is used to store or transfer electronic components which may be prone to damage caused by ASD. A. Anti-static wrist strap. B. Anti-static bag. C. Anti-static mat. Number 4, this is a device designed to protect electrical devices from voltage spikes. A. Power source protector. B. Anti-static device. C. Personal equipment. It is an electrical apparatus which provides emergency power to load. A. AVR. B. UVA. C. ESD. These are used in tightening or loosening screws. A. Screwdriver. B. Pliers. C. Paintbrush. This is used to remove dust from tight areas. A. Screwdrivers. B. Pliers. C. Paintbrush. So it is used for sacking small items and removing dust from hard to reach areas by blowing out air on them. A. Compressed air. B. Pliers and tweezers. C. Handheld vacuum. Okay, number 9. These are used for holding or clamping small items such as screws or circuits and reaching tight areas inside computer hardware. A. Compressed air. B. Pliers and tweezers. C. Handheld vacuum. The last one, it is The preferred method of removing dust and dirt from sensitive electronics and computer parts. A. Compressed air. B. Pliers and tweezers. C. Handheld vacuum. So, I hope all of you got a perfect score. Says nga aton nga topic discussion is very easy and very simple. So, thank you very much. And wait for my next uploaded video. So, paki-subscribe lang kag i-hit nyo lang ang notification bell para nga ma-notify kamo sa next nga topic naton sa aton nga module 2.